Street Beefs, what it is, y'all. Face with you one more time. Quick update, important explanation. So, we had just an awesome, amazing event yesterday. And all the fights were great, entertaining, had a couple title fights. But there's one fight in particular that I want to speak on. Very important. Sensation versus Heart of Stone. Now, I can tell you that was the most controversial, weird fight I've ever had in our yard, period. Okay? So, I'll clear the air very quickly. First, I want to start by saying, Ref Rob, to me, is our best ref. No offense to any of our other refs. They're all good. They all do a great job. But Rob's been with me since 2 weeks after I started Street Beef, so 13 years. Rob has never allowed somebody to get seriously hurt in the ring, and I trust that he never will. He's got good judgment. But like every ref on earth, he makes mistakes. They all do. Big John McCarthy has made mistakes. Herb Dean has made mistakes. And those guys are higher level pros than we'll ever see, you know. Anyways, Sensation versus Heart of Stone. Fight's going good. It's a tough fight between two pretty evenly matched guys. And then at one point, you've got Sensation on his back, locked in with a triangle, or attempting to lock in a triangle, with Heart of Stone on top. Okay? Here's where it gets weird. So we're standing there, and I'm right beside Rob, and I'm watching it closely, and you know, it's your typical guy on his back trying to lock in a triangle. Neither man was in any real danger because, from my perspective, the triangle wasn't locked, and if it was, it wasn't locked properly. Okay, that was my perspective. Now, that's not to say Sensation couldn't have got it locked properly, couldn't have adjusted, and couldn't have finished the fight. He may have. At that point, where they're in that stalemate, Rob stops the fight. Now, this isn't on camera. It was a small piece that was taken out, but I'm telling this for the sake of honesty and for Sensation's sake. So Rob stops the fight. Immediately, I was like, why'd you stop it? Why did you stop the fight? And he's like, well, he was out. I was like, who? I said, I was looking right at Heart of Stone. He said, not Heart of Stone, Sensation. I was like, what? Now, mind you, Sensation was the one on his back attempting to put in a triangle. And Rob said that his neck appeared to be bent wrong, and pressure from, I guess, Heart of Stone pressing down on him. And Rob, for whatever reason, thought he was in danger. I strongly disagreed at that point and still do. And I told Rob as much. Esteban was in the cage filming. He said the same thing. He was like, look, dude, there's no way that fight should have been stopped, period. So originally what I was going to do, I pulled both men up and I said, look, the fight was improperly stopped. Heart of Stone would have been given the win at that point, which was just ludicrous because he was the one that was in danger of a triangle choke. So I pulled the men up and I said, look, this is just outrageous. We're going to call this a no contest and reschedule y'all for a rematch. Immediately, Sensation was like, look, I'm going into the military. This may be my last shot. Come on. So I told Heart of Stone, I said, well, look, we're going to have to finish the fight then. So they did. And from our perspective, Heart of Stone won the fight. He controlled the fight, for most of the time. Now, afterwards, Sensation was understandably upset because he felt that he was close to locking in a triangle. But to be clear, it was not locked in just yet. 1 second, y'all. To be clear, my bad. My kid's being bad. To be clear, that triangle choke was not fully locked in. It was not. Okay. But he could have adjusted, like I said. He could have adjusted and possibly finished the fight. And that was his frustration, and I understand. We didn't leave the video clip in there because, for one, it would have been confusing for everybody. I mean, it was a mess. It was a mess. Right after the stoppage, like, everybody was confused. So we took it out because we didn't want our viewers like, what the hell happened? You know? And aside from that, it just didn't need to be in the vid. But I want everybody to know what happened. Because of the weirdness of the situation, I went ahead and still called it a draw. Heart of Stone retained his belt. Sensation didn't get a loss on his record either. Because you just don't know what would have happened then. You don't know. For all we know, Sensation locks that triangle in and wins the belt. So, first of all, my apologies go out to him. But from the flip side, short of that moment, Heart of Stone, in my mind, won the fight 3 rounds to 1. So, you know, it's just tricky. But I never want a fighter to feel like they got robbed. And I did everything I could. You know, I didn't put a loss on his record. And I told him he can get a rematch if he's capable of making it. So, I just wanted to tell y'all this. Look, the people that hate on us, I'm sure they'll come out and see, you guys messing up, your refs. Listen, bro, I can go right now and get a YouTube vid of professional refs. There's highlight vids of refs making mistakes, of bad stoppages, of refs letting fighters continue that shouldn't be allowed to continue, of just all kinds of mistakes the refs has made. And again, those are high-level pro refs, the best refs on planet Earth. We're just a backyard org with backyard refs, okay? So expecting us to not make mistakes is just stupid. It is. Difference is we try to learn from them and get better. One thing I know about Rob's been with me forever. He takes it seriously. And the one thing I'll say about Rob is his mistakes never lead to somebody getting hurt or taking more punishment than they should. You know, I'd rather see an early bad stoppage than a late stoppage where somebody got injured. So I'll live with this mistake. But I just wanted to fill y'all in for the sake of honesty. That's what happened. Hey, we got another big event the 19th, a huge boxing mixer going down, and some other stuff coming. Update on the way soon. See y'all soon. Peace.